Timeout is a method of discipline that's been used almost forever. Essentially, the idea of timeout being that you remove the child from wherever they are, you leave them unattended for a certain period of time. But I'm hearing a lot of chatter lately about this new concept of time in. And I'm joined by Penny Gibson. Penny is our relationships and behaviour expert. Penny, can you tell us what's the difference between timeout versus time in?
I came across the concept of time in a while ago when I was working with parents who had a child who was affected by trauma and who just got really distressed when they were put into timeout, such that it wasn't really working for their behaviour management. So when parents started using time in, they gave me really positive feedback that it was great for the child and great for their relationship. So I started thinking about how it might be helpful for other children too. So time in, the premise is that it's not a punishment, and timeout really is seen as a punishment tool. So if you need to physically remove your child from a situation because it's a matter of safety or containing the situation, trust your instinct and your values to do that. It's totally your prerogative how you handle the situation. The important thing is about helping them to learn from it. And fundamentally, putting a child into timeout and leaving them alone makes it really hard for them to work out what they did wrong, because they just don't have the brain capacity to reflect, to evaluate, to critique, to think about the consequences of their actions and to decide whether they did that again or not. So they really need you to help them along with that learning journey and help them with the language and understanding around that, because they just don't have the tools at their fingertips. So time in really is about connecting while correcting. So we really want you to try it and see the difference by attending to your child's needs rather than leaving them alone. And it's accompanying them to a space that's of comfort, and it's a space where they can explore their misbehaviour and the choices they made with you. So essentially the steps are to tell them to stop what they're doing if it's the misbehaviour you're wanting them to stop, and then accompanying them, carrying them to the designated space. This space needs to be consistent and it needs to be safe. It could be their bedroom, or it could be a lounge room where there are two seats side by side, or it could be in your office when you're working and having a seat just in the room next to you, or while you're doing the dishes, just a separate chair that's in there, so that they know that you're physically close to them and that when they're ready, you can explore those expressions and those experiences with them, and they know that you understand what it might have been like for them, and so that they know that you're tuned into them. So it's really fostering that connection as well. So the important thing is that it's a really useful tool for teaching emotional self-regulation, which we want all children to learn. And you'll find that if you implement this, and with time, your child will probably take themselves off to this comforting space and explore their feelings on their own, or ask for your help when needed. And that's a really powerful tool. So thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Penny, for clearing that up. Penny, like I said, is our relationships and behaviour expert. She's also a family and children's therapeutic specialist, and she's the co-founder of Capacity Consulting and Coaching. Thank you so much, Penny.